Hey everybody, I'm Jared and this is Meeple Mentor. I'll be unboxing today All About Town. This is the All About Raleigh, North Carolina edition. This is still in the original shrink wrap. As you can see here, we've got a little coupon advertisement here, $100 or more in free coupons on the back. This is limited edition. All of these All About Town games were. They had limited print runs. They were only based on pre-orders and what they were expecting to sell. These were promotional type of board games that they got sponsored by all various types of local businesses and the city government and stuff like that. And of course, on the backs, in the shrink wrap, there comes the coupons. So if you bought the game, you're basically paying it back by, shopping locally. And of course, not all these companies are still in existence today, but if you saw this on the shelf in 1982, I think that's when this one came out. Yep, 82. You'd have some coupons. Some of these say like, okay, it expires January 1st, 1983. But this is in pristine condition. It doesn't get any newer looking. I had to open it, and I wanted to open it on camera for posterity's sake. And Raleigh is my hometown, and so I'm very excited to take a look at everything on here. So the artwork, all of these were custom, made and painted and designed for each city. There were 200 All About Town games that they made. And they all had unique artwork that represented the city with landmarks, with the statues and people that were famous there, all that kind of stuff. And as much as they could, they tried to get artists that were locally from that city to make these to make these board game covers. So it's very much a historic type of board game, and more about the novelty of kind of seeing what your town, was like and all the businesses represented, rather than probably actually playing this. Okay, I see the artist's name here down. It says Judy Unger. So if you are Judy Unger watching this, hey, thank you for making this game, or at least doing the artwork. It is gorgeous. I see Sir Walter Raleigh right here. That looks like the Dalton Arena, the Governor's Mansion, I've got the NC State Bell Tower. This is Pullen Park train, still running today. That's excellent. So let's open it up and take a look. So here we go. I'm gonna break the seal from all these years. I hope you enjoy. Ooh, nice pristine paper, never touched. So we've got coupons for Watkins, Bernie Bachelor Studios, the Raleigh Marriott Hotel, Raleigh Paint and Wallpaper, Atlanta Station, Prime Rib Depot. Man, that sounds good. I wish they were still around. Now, Ravenscroft School, that's still around. All right, Car Drug, nope, not around. Meredith College, why would you? 10% discount on any Meredith College shirt in the Meredith Supply Store. Interesting. And it even says also make an appointment with office admissions for a free tour of the campus. So there you go. As you can see, like, this whole thing is a promotional type of game where, the local places, they were contacted and said, hey, if you want to kind of help us make this game, you can promote it in your store, you can sell it, and, it's permanently going to have your company's information in this game. To forever memorialize you, So we have the player tokens, which are these thicker cardboard squares, and you just sort of punch them out, fold them, and they're based on local businesses. This says Rumple's Toys and Gifts, never heard of it. Norwood Oil Company, the Raleigh Marriott, WKIX 85 AM, WYYD, FM Stereo, Joseph C. Woodard Printing Company, Ramada Inn, and of course Car Drug Stores. So you could be any of these tokens in the game. We've got a rule book here. The News and Observer, the Raleigh Times. So the News and Observer, of course, is still the Raleigh newspaper. I don't know about the Raleigh Times. It may, but I'm not sure. I don't really read a lot of the newspaper. So the rule book, or the rules themselves, are kind of in this smaller section here, right in the middle. And all of the rules for each of these All About towns very similar looking, and I'm not even sure they've retyped the rules, honestly. They're probably all the same. But they all have local advertisements for local businesses. Over here, you can see this. So it read very much like, like a local restaurant's menu, where it's got ads all over the place. And you got some descriptions of the map spaces and where all these businesses and locations are. So as you play, hopefully if you need a reference, it's all there. So here we've got travel cards. So some of these don't have like any actual gameplay written on it. Like it's just an ad. Like it just says Poland Park. Here's some information about Poland Park. Here's something about the Civic Center. But I believe part of this game is your objective is to try to go around the map and collect, almost like a scavenger hunt, particular items from particular businesses. So that's, I believe, how these travel cards work, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't read through all the rules, but... Oh, here we go. Fill in and send this questionnaire and receive a free reproduction of the beautiful painting of your town that appears on the game box. I wonder if you can still do this. Okay, no, it says right here, this thank you gift will be sent to the first 250 people who return the questionnaire, and it must be received no later than September 1st, 1982. Man, kind of missed out on that one. I don't know, maybe if I sent it, they might still send me one just for... they probably don't have any. I hope they could reprint it, because it'd be cool to have your own little art piece, that's just part of your town represented. So here's some more travel cards, and you'll notice these travel cards are also color-coded. So, kind of, I don't know. I don't know if you draw them from the deck, or if you just search through it and, look for the color that you're looking for. Maybe it's the color-coded to help you find what you're trying to find, because you do have to visit specific locations. So, Patrick's Fine Jewelry and Gifts, Flint's Cleaners, great. Here's the shopping lists. So, you can play 2 to 6 players, and every player takes one of these shopping lists, and it tells you where you need to go during the game to, collect stuff. So you basically just roll the dice and move around, And here, in the plastic baggie, you've got 2 dice, which you would roll, and just like Monopoly, you just move around the map. And then the plastic piece here, where you can put your folded cardboard to stand up as they, move around. We've got custom money. Even the money was branded. They would sell the real estate for where to put, the company's names. So the 1s are Ramada Inn, Crabtree. The 5s are Car Drug, 10, WPTF, Radio 68, Turn to Us. 20, just All About Raleigh, so that one didn't get sponsored. 50s are 28, WPTF TV, We're Proud, it says. And 100, the 100s are WQDR, 94 FM. Alright, so that is the money. Let's take a look some more at these cards. So you just punch these out and make the deck. These are surprise cards. And it has the effect here, you may purchase 1 travel card from the player on your left for $100. If the player has no cards, keep this card until he acquires one. Interesting. So, okay, well, you just wait until they get it. I didn't know if you could play it and then it's like, okay, now whenever you get one, I get it. Anyway. But they also advertised on here too, so... But you have to look for what the actual gameplay effect is in some cases, because they just kept the image of the businesses so large. There's Meredith College, more travel cards here, Raleigh Paint and Wallpaper, Bernine Bachelor Studios, the Village Music Center on Daniels Street, I know where that is, the Mordecai House, yep, Carolina Vision Center, Alright, what else do we have here? The N&O, Raleigh Times, Spectator Magazine, Capital, Flag and Flagpole Company. Huh. I guess if you want to put out, a flag for Independence Day, they might help you with that. The Oriental Rug Store, the State Capitol. So the sales guys that went out for these kinds of games, they really did their footwork. I mean, they went out to all these different places and got their approval to be on here, and that's a pretty amazing feat. And that's where I got a lot of these games, was one of the sales guys that did this in the early 80s. I got to meet, and a really cool guy. And he gave me a bunch of these extra games that he had, you know, laying around still in his attic. And I said, yeah, that's amazing. Let's take a look. Yeah, someone who would appreciate it. I'm going to build out the map because all of the All About towns are built out in a grid of 6 board pieces, and they just sort of interlock, you know. What do we got? That goes here. This goes down here. Put this together. Nope. Nope. Wrong again. I'm not sure what the orange and red street color coding is for, but I do know that there are some, like, often one-way roads and stuff like that that you may be restricted to as you're playing the game. But there you go. So here's 70, so this is south, that's got to be north. Okay, I see Spring Forest, there's Millbrook, Falls of Neuse, Six Forks, Old Lewisburg Road, Trewick Road, New Bern Avenue, okay. And Interstate 40, coming all the way around, and this has got to be 440, but they call it I-64, okay, well, okay, 64 goes out to Cary this way. Then all the downtown center streets here, Cabarrus Street, Hargett, Morgan. Yep, there's the state capitol, Wilmington and Salisbury. Excellent. So as you play the game, you just put your piece on here. I'm not actually sure where the start is, but you know, you place your piece and then hop on these little rectangular colored spaces. And if you land on the, you know, question mark, you get to draw from the surprise cards. And I guess if you go to the business, maybe if you're on the space adjacent to it, you can just pull from the travel card deck that business's card as part of the scavenger hunt that you do in this game. There's also some money here where I don't know if it's like a pass-go situation where you just pass over these money spaces and get money, or I don't know. The income part of this is one I'm not sure about. But I recognize this map very well, and it's kind of cool. These all were made, you know, back in the early 80s, and that's what it looked like. And, you know, it's kind of a little time capsule of what it was like, and it is a playable game. All of these can be played, and they're all unique because of the maps primarily, and, you know, the businesses that are shown. So if you've played any of these, or if you're interested to try one, let me know in the comments. I'm curious how well these play. This is the last of the unboxings that I'm doing for the All About Town games. These are the 4 that I have. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Once again, I've been Jared with Meeple Mentor. Stick around, subscribe if you want to see more content on the channel. I'll be doing an interview soon on the channel that you'll want to check out with one of the sales guys from the early 80s that made this game, that helped contact these businesses around all the cities in America that they did. Fascinating to talk to them, really cool. So just make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for that, and make sure you don't miss it when it comes out. Again, I've been Jared with Meeple Mentor. I'll see you next time.